New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And whatever time it happens to be for you, welcome. Welcome to morning prayer for Thursday, October 10th, 2024. My name is Muro. I'm a licensed practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network. My pronouns are he and him. And I am delighted, as always, to be able to spend time with you in prayer. What a blessing this is for me. So, I want to remind you that if there is anything that you would like prayer for, by all means, please let us know. You can either put something into the chat or you can send us an email request here at prayer@ntmedia.org. And we would be happy to hold your intention in our prayers. It's what we do. So, if anyone has anything, by all means, you can put something into the chat right now. Be more than happy to pray on your behalf. While you're thinking about that, I'm actually going to kind of reverse things a little bit and just mention a couple of things that are going on in the New Thought Media Network today. Let's see. Of course, immediately following this prayer request is Rev. Melissa's morning sip at 9:30 a.m. Viviendo en Oración. At 1 p.m., Finding the Joy in the Journey. And then at 2 p.m., the Vibrant Living Hour with Ken Ludwig. Just a few of the things going on today. All right, so this is what I wanted to talk about today, if I may. This is from Jiddu Krishnamurti. It says, in oneself lies the whole world. And if you know how to look and learn, the door is there and the key is in your hand. Nobody on earth can give you either the key or the door to open except yourself. In oneself lies the whole world. And if you know how to look and learn, the door is there and the key is in your hand. There are so many things that I do. I'm not going to say we, I'm going to say I do that limit me. There's so many ways in which I create boundaries around myself that should be healthy, but what I've created instead are walls, which are not quite nearly as healthy. So this is an important part of my spiritual practice, to remember that I have the key and I know which doors to open. So let's take this into prayer. I'll invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever is comfortable and safe for you to do. And allow yourself to just remember that this moment is the only moment. Right here, right now. Be fully present. Allow yourself to put aside anything else and just feel the support, the centering, and the grounding of the earth beneath you. And know that just as gravity holds us to the earth so we don't go flying off into space, so too does the strength of the One provide us with an energy of love, so that we don't go flying off into oblivion. Because we have within us this incredible connection. We have all of the gifts of the One. Not something that we have to find, not something that we have to manufacture, not something that we have to buy, not something that we have to beg for, but rather something that we simply need to take off the shelf. And so I recognize first that I have these many, many gifts that I can use. And then I also remember that I have the opportunity to use all of these gifts, all of these tools. So I must recognize opportunities. I must be aware of how I present myself to the world and how I view the world. When I approach a situation with a feeling of dread, I'm setting myself up. I'm creating a situation for myself right off the bat that is denying who and whose I am. Because that is simply a matter of fear of the unknown, or fear of what I have created in my own imagination. There's an antidote to that. The antidote is my faith and my love. Recognizing that I choose the attitude with which I bring myself to any situation. I choose how I will act, how I will react. I get to choose which of my gifts would be most appropriate at this particular point in time. And I remember that I have the gift of love. I have the gift of compassion. I have wisdom. All of this is within me. But how often do I ignore them? How often do I forget that they're here? How often do I forget that I am the beloved of the beloved, as is each and every one of us? And so I create my own prisons, if you will. I create my own impediments. Yes, there are things that come to me that are difficult, that are problematic for me. But do I take those things and add them up and say, and this, and this, and this? Do I compound anything and everything that I can find to make things look worse? Or do I say, this is temporary. This is not defining me. This might be a part of my human life, but it does not define who I am. So whether I'm talking about illness or I'm talking about a loss, whatever it might be, none of those things can define me. None of those things can define any of us. What defines us is what we know of ourselves, the truth of who we are. If we allow that, if we are open to that, if we are willing to accept that each and every one of us is the beloved of the beloved, and recognize that our greatest good is always foremost, always, and often not something that we can even comprehend. And so knowing that I open to all of these capabilities within me, knowing that I can bring peace out into the world by holding peace in my heart. I can bring love out into the world by refusing to judge, refusing to demonize, refusing to other and to they, and instead to extend love and openness and community and charity, to extend all of this with intent to bring about a greater sense of peace and harmony. And so, in gratitude for all of these gifts, in gratitude for knowing that I have the key and I have no need to build additional prisons, no need whatsoever. I can be free by aligning with the truth. The truth shall set you free, indeed. And so, in gratitude, in certainty, I release my word to the law which always says yes. And so it is. Good morning, Shay. Good to see you here. So, folks, give yourself some time today to sit down, find a way that you can think about the idea of keys, think about the idea of doors, think about what you put in front of yourself versus what the world puts in front of you. Think of what you are capable of versus what you feel that you are being impeded by. Look for that positive push, not because we're trying to ignore or forget these other things, make believe they don't exist, but rather because it is far more powerful for you to be able to recognize and use your gifts. Let me take this out. Garrett says, "Thank you, Lord, for giving us the master key in hand to open up doors and guide us through those challenges once the door is open." And so it is. I like that, the master key. You're very welcome, Laurie. It's so good to have you here. Laurie's a magnificent prayer warrior and just a brilliant, brilliant individual. Okay, folks, I'm out of here. Have a magnificent day. Have a day where you spend some time, definitely spend some time looking at the doors and looking at that key that is within. Bring everything that you have to every opportunity that you are given. Because everything you have, it's literally divine. All right, folks. So I will see you soon. Until then, know that you are loved. And without a doubt, by all means, you are love. I'll see you soon.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network, come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then.